Go.
Okay, so we just checked and made sure everything was on ridge. So now the final thing we want to do is check and make sure we have all our Centrics. One thing that a big mistake people make here is they tend to put the teeth, the mandibular teeth, to buckle. So it'll look like it's nice and socked in, but there'll be no space. It'll kind of look like, you know, something like that, like where it looks socked in because all the teeth are touching, but it's way too. They're like actually resting on the ridge. So what you want is these cusp tips should be lined up. See how this one's lined up right in the center there, this one's lined up in the center there, and same with this one right on that marginal ridge, right on the marginal ridges. So what you want to see when they're in centric is you want to see a nice even space along here. You want to see a nice even space, and you should be able to see these touching or really damn close. So if I look at this one looks good, this one's off, this one's a little bit off, and again this one's off, this one looks okay. So what I do now is I'm going to take this, make sure that the wax is nice and dry, and you can take this end of the wax spatula instrument and I'll just kind of, I usually take it, and remember it's dirty, make sure it's a little bit clean. I take it under the wax. Remember, we don't want to put it right under the tooth because that'll just pop the tooth off. We need some wax to hold the tooth on. So if I'm trying to do this cusp, I'll take it down here and sock it in until it's nice and socked in. Okay, and then I only want to do one tooth at a time because I don't want to be heating up all this wax and making it shrink everywhere. So after I'm done pushing it up, you want to make sure you lute it down again so it re-sticks and stays where it should. So next, this one's just barely off. So I'm gonna go ahead and suck that one in just a little bit. And again, you know, lute it down. Everything looks good. So now it looks like I have all of them socked in as best I can. I'm not gonna, don't obsess. I mean, if you have, say, because I have this one, and this one. I'm not going to obsess over this one. It's a little bit off. I mean, it's just, you're going to do more harm than good trying to get that last one. So make sure that everything's dry. So, you know, you can blow over there and make sure it's totally dry. Then I usually check my excursives again. And here they still all look really good. Again, I might be missing one or two here or there, but don't stress over it. Especially because at this point you're going to be almost done and ready to turn it in. So now that side looks good. I make sure I have a nice even space. All my centrics look good, so I'll switch and I'll do the other side. Once I'm done with the other side and I check excursives also, then we're good to go and it's time to clean up. And you'll notice how I don't really have a whole lot of stuff to clean up, but I'll show you some of the tools and instruments that you can use to get this thing looking really clean.